I'm not supposed to be likable, am I? I think a book character is supposed to be likable. A booktuber might be supposed to be likable, but I might not be doing a very good job about that. Hello again and thanks for joining me. Today I'm making a tier ranking video. I've been seeing this a lot in the booktube community and I wanted to do one of my own, and I thought, what could I be ranking? And I've read quite a bit of mystery, maybe not a lot, but quite enough. So far as I know, I've read 24 mystery and thriller books. I might be missing some of them. I also wanted to... If you saw something on my hand, it was pepper from when I was cooking. So I'm hungry and I want to get this video over with. So as I was saying, I wanted to include horror with the ranking, but it wasn't as aesthetic. And maybe I might be doing that later for a Halloween video, or maybe the hype will be dead by then, or maybe nobody cares and nobody wants to see that. Let me know in the comments if you're any one of those. So before starting with the video, I want to know if you could tier rank anything, series, presidents, whatever, what would you tier rank? Let me know in the comments, please. So I'm here with my laptop in front of me. You'll be seeing my laptop screen in the video. And the funny thing is that I already made this video in Spanish, and I am quite sure, I would almost bet my life that it's not going to turn out the same way, because I can barely make up my mind anytime. So let's start. So I'm gonna show you my rankings. The page is tier maker. The legend ranking speaks for itself, is the top of the top. Barely any book will make it in here. The great are books that are very good but are just not very memorable. And the good is books that were entertaining, didn't have any sort of trouble with them, that kept my attention most of the time. This one with the interrogation marks are books that I barely remember. There are some books that I read early on, probably 10 years ago, maybe more, and I barely remember them. And I know one of them is very good, that should be here, but yeah, we'll see about that. The meh category speaks for itself, is just books that you don't care about them, you could have read them and you couldn't have read them and they wouldn't change your life. And the bad tier. I don't like to say any book is bad, but I'm just gonna put this for comical purposes. So the first book that I'm gonna rank is Amanda So Discreet. Doesn't have a lot of mystery per se, but I love the fact that it was set in an asylum. It is a very atmospheric book, but some things annoyed me about it. You can see my wrap-up video for further acclarations, but this is a meh for me. This book is a Mexican classic. I remember it was good, and I also remember that I rushed through it because it was a reading for a book club. So this might need to be a reread. It is a very short book. So if you're looking for a classic, a horror classic, mystery classic, this is a great choice, especially because it's so short. The next book is by famous J.D. Robb. This is the 44th book in her in-depth series. I wanted to try her out, but I didn't love this series so much. I thought Dallas was so annoying. Like, she complained about everything, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, but she was so annoying, and I'm not supposed to be likable, am I? I think a book character is supposed to be likable. A booktuber might be supposed to be likable, but I might not be doing a very good job about that. So this might be a meh, because it's not good. Not at all. I Will Never Leave You. This has a lot of tea in it, like a lot of tea in it. I got this one free from an offer in BookBub. I thought it was meh. If you speak Spanish and you want to make fun of me and you want to see if I did this the exact same way, you can go to my Spanish video, link it down below. Or if you don't speak Spanish, just skip ahead and see how I did. Into the Water. I loved this book. This is by the same author from The Girl in the Train. I haven't read The Girl in the Train, but I really like this book. So I'm gonna put it in the great category. No, it's not great. It's good. Yeah, I love this book. That Madman's Tale is the last John Katzenbach book that I read, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna say it's good. Malevolent is another book that I got free thanks to BookBub, and out of all of the free books that I got that way, this is the one that I have enjoyed the most. So I'm gonna say it's good. One of Us is Lying. So I've read this one and this one, Two Can Keep a Secret from Karen McManus. I have yet to read the second part of One of Us is Lying, but I remember liking Two Can Keep a Secret better than One of Us is Lying. And I still think that they are kind of in the same ranking, so they're good. Sadie is the way to go if you want to listen to an audiobook, especially a mystery one, because this is told in podcast format and it's a dual POV. So this is definitely a legend. Stranger in the House. This is a domestic thriller and I love a good domestic thriller. I loved this one. Is this one great? Yeah, this one's great. It is great. Sandra Brown. So she's also a very well-known author and I wanted to give her a try. But this had a cringy romance. It was kind of a Stockholm Syndrome romance and I really don't appreciate those. So, I'm gonna say it's bad. That's my meal. The next book is State of Mind by John Katzenbach. Oh, I barely remember this book. I wouldn't do a reread of this, but I barely remember. And I'm gonna put it here. I don't think I did this with the last video, but it doesn't matter. The next book is The Couple in Santa Claus. I got this out of a 2-for-1 offer in Audible. So, is this a meh? Is this a meh? It kept me entertained. I think it was good. I don't know. I'm gonna check on this. And my next book is a book that was featured as my #1 book in that worst book I read in 2019, and this is The Flight Attendant. I think it's getting an adaptation, and this girl that plays Penny from The Big Bang Theory is playing the flight attendant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen because I saw that in a sticker in Publix or somewhere like that. So this one's bad. This one, The Accident, it's not going to win any awards, but to me, it's the perfect book. It's the book that you love to hate the antagonist, and to me, this is a legend. Okay. Yes, legend. The Analyst. This should be a legend because it has stood the test of time, but I barely remember it. And this is a book that I would reread. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm going to reread this book. And The Good Girl is the last book that I finished, mystery book. And this also has a trope that I don't like. It's already mentioned in one of these books. But it's not bad. It's okay. It's I should have added an okay tier. The Mistake. This is also a meh tier. The Silent Patient. I think this is the one that I've liked the most this year. I saw a lot of people thought that it was overrated, but I really liked it. I never predicted the plot twist. So yeah, for anyone that's starting into mystery, this is a great book to start. The Web Between Us. This is also a hype book, in my opinion, overhyped. So this is going here. Okay, I can already tell that this is too long, and it wasn't as long in the last ranking that I made. The Woman in the Window. This one was also a hype book. In my opinion, it was too slow in the beginning, too slow and very repetitive. It could have been in great, but it had to be so repetitive, so we're putting this in good. The next book is Two Can Keep a Secret, and I know for sure this is in the good category. The next book is We Were Liars. The plot twist, I couldn't predict it, but it's something that I already seen, and I've seen it at least in 2 or 3 of these books, and it didn't impress me at all, so meh. And this one I know. It is something that I saw in BookBuff and it was free. It is You Saw Too Much, but the protagonist never did a thing for herself. It was just stuff happening to her and stuff happening to her. And I'm gonna check this one last time. So great, I know more books should be here. So Into the Water is great. The Madman's Tales is great. Yeah, I can live with this. Sadie, The Accident, and The Silent Patient are great. These ones are good. These ones I don't remember. These ones are meh. I should have added a okay category. If there was an okay category, this would be there, this would be there, and that's it. And in bad we have Sting, The Flight Attendant, and You Saw Too Much. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for coming and talk with me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Share this video with your friends. And the secret phrase for today is legendary. Type legendary if you stuck until the end in this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye!